Welcome to another segment of Cooking with the Stars. My name is Susana Sanchez and I am a licensed registered dietitian with the Rio Grande Valley Diabetes Association. And I'm here pleased to announce our guests today on our Cooking with the Stars segment, Omar Ochoa and Leah Weiss. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're really looking forward to trying out this recipe.
Yeah, no, this will be fun. So just quick introductions. My name's Omar Ochoa. I'm an attorney here in the Rio Grande Valley.
My name is Leah Weiss, and I'm also an attorney here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah, and we just want to say thank you for the opportunity for the RGV Diabetes Association to let us be a part of this Cooking with the Stars episode.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So let's get our aprons and get started.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the recipe. We're going to make a
Chicken milanesa.
Yes,
That
baked
sounds
chicken
delicious.
milanesa.
Yes. Healthy baked chicken milanesa.
that sounds perfect.
Yeah, this is a very quick and easy recipe. Prep time is literally 10 minutes or less.
Yep.
And then 20 minutes baked in the ovens for a nice, healthy meal for everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is a recipe that you can absolutely make when you've had a super long day at work, or if it's something that you'd like to prep before you take off from work, before you take off for your job. Another easy recipe that you can prep, that you can do step 1 and step 2, place it in the refrigerator, and once you get home, you can throw it in your convection oven, or you can throw it in your air fryer. So today, for today's purposes, we've made this recipe in our convection oven. So although those of you who are really good at using that air fryer, more than welcome to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good either way for real. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so you want us to go ahead and get started?
Yes, please.
With everything?
Okay.
All right. So we've already kind of set everything out to prep, did some starting out already, but it's super easy. And so really this calls for 2 parts. One is a sauce, right? Where we're
Yes.
going to be dipping our chicken in to get it nice and moist, and then dipping it into a breaded concoction to give it that milanesa, right, on the exterior.
Absolutely. So the big difference in this recipe, is that it's going to be oven baked. It's going to be in the convection oven, but you'll recognize those first 2 steps when we traditionally bread. We use our wet ingredients here, and then we bread with breadcrumbs. For today's recipe, we're going to be using a Japanese style panko breadcrumb, which has a crunchier texture that I think most people would appreciate. So we'll get started with step 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So step 1 is cutting the lime to make the I guess the breaded sauce
Yes.
that we're going to be
Yes.
dipping the chicken in.
It's going to be part of the wet ingredients.
Yes, correct.
So while Miss Leah is doing that, she's going to cut a lime, and we're going to add the juice from 2 limes into this, into our measuring cup here. We already have the egg white added to that. So we're going to squeeze the lime into this. And this essentially is going to be your marinade. This is what is going to marinate your protein and make it nice and tender. We don't want to commit and make an error there with the dry chicken breast. So
Yes, very true.
yes, so this marinade is what's going to retain the flavor, and it's going to keep your chicken breast from feeling like cardboard, from tasting like cardboard.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the lime really comes through in this recipe.
Oh, good.
It really gives it a nice zest once it comes out of the oven.
That sounds wonderful. All right, so we've already moved on. So
Yes.
we have the egg white added. We have the lime juice added also. Now we're going to move
That's right.
on to the soy sauce.
Right? So we measured out the soy sauce kind of already. So we're going to add the soy sauce in there, which gives it a little bit of a salty taste, right?
Yes.
But it's low sodium soy sauce, so more heart healthy overall. And then after the soy sauce, we're going to add some dried oregano. And again,
To
this
this?
No, to the wet. This is all part of the sauce first,
The
right? Before we
marinade.
put it into the bread concoction. So we're gonna put in some oregano, and really a lot of this stuff is just to taste, right? I mean, you
Yes.
can put in more or less oregano. Once you do this a couple of times, you'll get a sense for how much is good for the taste that you like. Leah, you want to add the garlic?
Yes.
Leah loves garlic. Actually, not really. She always makes fun of me every time I eat it.
I love the taste. I just don't like that it lingers.
That it
lingers for so long.
Right. So this is again another kind of ingredient where you're going to want to do it to taste, right?
Yeah.
And you'll kind of learn over time
Definitely.
how much it is. And so you could whisk it. We used egg whites also, right? Instead of an actual egg. If you used an actual egg with the egg white, maybe it'd be better to whisk it.
Yeah.
But you can just do it with a spoon. Really.
Give it a nice little mix there.
Yeah, exactly. Super easy to do. And just so you know, this recipe, this particular one that we're doing, calls for 4 chicken cutlets, so it's enough to cover up for 4 kind of very thinly sliced chicken pieces.
Yes, definitely. All right, so now we've given it a nice little mix.
Yeah.
And we are ready to dip our chicken pieces into the marinade.
My favorite part, actually. Right? Get nice and messy in this one. So yeah, you just take the chicken piece and just dip it in there. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, and it soaks it up. And so you had mentioned this, and it's absolutely true. What you could do is dip it into the sauce, maybe even put it in a Ziploc bag, right, with the chicken.
Definitely,
Yeah,
yes.
and leave it in the fridge to marinate.
And once you get home, you follow step 2
Exactly.
which is what we're going to do next. We're
Yes.
going to follow through with step 2 and then throw it into the oven. And that's definitely something that you can do before you head out for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
All
For
right.
any appointments or meetings you have.
So is it time to put it in the breadcrumbs?
It sure
Yeah,
is.
so
Okay.
we put the breadcrumbs in already, right? It's the panko breadcrumbs and it's adobo seasoning. So same thing, right? Just kind of to taste, to give it some of that flavor. Here you go, Leah. And I put it into a bowl. You can put it on wax paper if you prefer, whatever. I like to put it in the bowl because you can splash around the elements and really kind of mix them up.
Just gonna make sure it's nice and breaded and covered throughout.
Yeah. Obviously, the more breading that's on there, the crispier it'll be.
Definitely.
And so just kind of put it all in there.
Okay.
Panko's nice and crispy, but definitely, yes, the more you can add to your chicken breast, the better.
And then
Yeah.
we place it
You
back
place it back on there.
on
right.
the oven.
Yeah,
And
a
then
little cookie
Omar, you can do the next
Sure,
chicken breast.
yeah. It's like I said, it's my favorite part,
Let me
really.
move over here so you can rinse.
Yeah, so again, just kind of soaking it through. You can let it marinate. You can do it just like this. Honestly, even just like this is really good. And so what I like to do is when I put it into the seasoning, really mixing it up, and you can just like even grab it and pour it on, right? I mean, there's really no right or wrong way to bread
No.
chicken. Yes.
Looks really nice.
And like I said, it's super easy.
The marinade smells delicious.
Yeah, you can smell that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The marinade smells wonderful.
Like I said, that lime really comes through.
So I
and
would
helps.
definitely let it marinate at home in the refrigerator. And once I got home, then we followed through on step 2, which is coating it with your panko.
Yes. There you go.
All right, so while we're doing that, so this is pretty much the last step before you throw it into the oven. And just really quickly before we throw this lovely cooking sheet into the oven, I wanted to go over, if I can, a few of the nutritionals for
Yes.
those of you who are counting carbohydrates. One of your chicken cutlets will be approximately 10 grams of carbohydrates. So if you're counting carbs, one of your chicken cutlets is 10 grams of carbs, which
Not
is,
bad.
No,
That's
Yep.
low in
not
carbs.
bad whatsoever.
Yeah.
You can pair this with a wonderful spring mix salad or romaine on a bed of spring mix, and that is a wonderful dinner for you that evening. You can, if you need a few extra carbs, you can add perhaps some crackers, some whole grain crackers, or maybe a little side of.
We were thinking of making some red potatoes on
Oh,
the
that
side.
sounds delicious.
So
Yeah.
just a little bit more carbs, but not too unhealthy.
Yes. No, those are wonderful.
Yeah.
So we're going to place these in the oven, and then we're going to take out right now when we're ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
The magic of TV.
That's right. Oh yeah, and I failed to mention the oven temperature is 425. Good to preheat it. You can preheat it obviously while you're prepping everything. Pretty easy, and it's just 20 minutes in the oven.
Yes.
This is going to come in handy because throughout his campaign, he's running for mayor. So we need quick, easy, healthy.
Yes.
We're going to be on the go because we're going to be in campaign mode.
Definitely.
So I'm ready. I'm ready to cook healthy and easy and fast.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So that final step for the chicken is we placed it in the baking sheet. We're going to lightly spray it with nonstick spray. We're going to bake it without turning until the crust is golden and the chicken is cooked through. So more or less about 20 minutes, and then we're ready to take it out.
Yep. Very nice. And so when it comes out, like I said, you follow the steps. You have this very nice golden
Crispy.
breaded chicken. So
Very, very nice. Shall we
We're
taste
ready
it?
to have dinner. Yes, we
Yeah.
should.
Wanna
Let's
have
do a
some?
taste test.
okay, let's do it. Okay, here we go.
All three of us can taste it.
Yes.
Definitely. You can slice this up however you like. You can leave it as it is as a cutlet, or you can slice it along the diagonal so that you can add it to your red potatoes and your side salad. Or if you're going, or if you're really wanting to limit your carbohydrate intake and just have the chicken cutlet on a bed of mixed greens with maybe a vinaigrette, a dressing, a light dressing, or just a simple olive oil and lemon juice,
Oh, yes.
it would be perfect.
Yes.
Want to grab a piece?
Yeah, so we're ready to try that.
Let's try it. Well,
I'll just
grab
grab
it
a
now.
little piece. Yes,
Yeah, it's finger friendly.
The perfect crunch.
it is. It is
Wow.
delicious.
The marinade.
Like I said,
Perfect.
that lime really comes out and it soaks into the bread. And you can
It
really
does.
taste it out.
And it's very moist as well.
It's amazing. I love it. Super easy, healthy, protein rich. You just add, your complex carbohydrate, some greens, and you're good to go.
You don't feel like having a salad, you can always add a steamed vegetable or a roasted vegetable that you can add alongside while you're baking your chicken. Any type of roasted vegetable, whatever you have in your refrigerator. Some bell peppers, mushrooms, broccoli, green beans. Toss them all with a little bit of olive oil and throw them in there alongside your chicken, and you've got a nice complete meal for you and for the family. And with that, I'd like to thank Omar and Leah so much. Thank you so much for sharing this recipe with us,
Yeah, thank
and
you.
for joining us in this segment of Cooking with the Stars.
Happy to be here. Thanks again for having us.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you guys so much. We're so excited to be a part of this segment, and we can't wait to see you all recreate this recipe.
Yes, thank you so much. On behalf of the Rio Grande Valley Diabetes Association, we thank you so much for joining us today, and we're looking forward to another segment of Cooking with the Stars.